Hello, everyone. Well, I had a bit of a strange encounter on the dive today. Um, Went out to clean the front up of the marina, the exterior rock face that runs along one of the little piers that a lot of people fish off of. And as I was going about, I found this crayfish, and as I was pulling some line and stuff out of the rocks, and originally I thought maybe he was dead because he was just kind of sitting down in there and he wasn't moving. And then as I got closer, I could see that he was kind of stirring and shifting about. And I quickly found out that, the line was attached to him. And I originally thought it was hooked in there, like somebody had hooked him and was using him to fish. But as I was kind of moving him around and checking it out, I could see that the hook was there and it wasn't through him. And he was obviously still in good shape there. It took a little bit to get him free. It was the line is like wrapped through all the rocks. Seeing if maybe I could unwrap him or get the line to loosen a little bit so I could slide his leg out. Unfortunately, didn't have my dive knife on me, so I was trying to use the sharp part of the can to try to cut the line, but it was just way too tight around his leg there. There was just no way I was going to be able to use the can and get it close enough without potentially hurting him or ripping his claw off. Some of them, they do all right without the claw, but I didn't want to be the reason that it comes off. It was a pretty strange situation, to be honest. I've never seen one of these guys get themselves tied up like that, especially the way he was. Somehow he had gotten his leg in between the line and then had twisted and got it tied so tight that like there was just no way he was going to get out of there. The line was so tight that it couldn't move up or down on his claw there. I eventually, after messing around with it for a while, I decided that there was no way I was going to get it loose while I was under the water. I knew I had to take him back to my truck where I had the instruments to be able to get that off of there. He definitely would have died. There's no way he would have made it. That string had him locked in place, and I have no idea how long he was there. But he was super super chill. Uh, you know, at no point did he try to pinch me or anything. He had ample opportunity. You can see he's riding along with me. Unfortunately, my GoPro had died while I was under the water. I ran out of battery. I was under for about 80 minutes or so, and I just cooked it. I wasn't even really supposed to be, along the rocks as thorough as I was. I was just doing a quick cleanup, and I was looking to try to get a little bit deeper today. Um, Perfect weather, but when I get out to about 25, to 30-foot range, it was just completely marked out for some reason. So I ended up searching the rocks pretty thoroughly and pulling some line and trying to collect some lures and grabbing whatever garbage I could find. And sure enough, I stumbled across him. Hey, thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. If you could do me a huge favor and either follow or subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. I'm really passionate about what we're doing here, and I really would love to grow this and create something that would help, do something meaningful. And if you could be a part of that, I would really appreciate it.